Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about Seele. Seele is a single target DPS that is amazing. She has a lot of huge damage and a lot of things that you can play on her. We'll be discussing here the icons that you should upgrade on her, the relics that you should put on her, the abilities priorities, things that I recommend, and how to play her. So yeah, let's get into the video. First, let's explain what the skills of Seele does. Basic attack is quantum damage at 60%, pretty straightforward, single target. The E increase Seele speed by 25% for 2 turns and deals quantum damage on a single target enemy, huge damage. The ultimate, what it does is that Seele deals a lot of damage in single target too. And time for the most broken thing on Seele's kit. When she defeats an enemy with a basic attack, skill or ultimate, she receives an extra turn. This is broken because we can kill one enemy, get an extra turn, kill another enemy, get an extra turn. But the important thing here is that we will increase the damage from Seele for 1 turn at 48%. This is amazing because, for example, when you kill a minion of a boss, you kill that minion and then ult into the boss and you will deal a lot of damage to that boss. Like I did a lot of damage with this and I think it's pretty neat. For the talent priorities on Seele, we want to upgrade first the skill. The skill is the most important thing in your kit because it will increase the speed of Seele for 2 turns after dealing the E. Later you want to upgrade the ultimate because it's your main source of damage. Later the talent because the talent gives you more buffs. More buffs makes you deal more damage. And finally, the basic attack. It's pretty important to keep that in mind because the basic attack, we won't be doing that many basic attacks, but these two will be spamming the talent, the skill, and the ultimate all the time that we can. And later you can upgrade the bonus ability and the attack bonuses that we'll be getting from here. It's important to know that we will be prioritizing the crit damage, crit rate, and attack percents because these are the most broken things in the game. So yeah, keep that in mind and let's get into another section. Okay, for all icons, for 5 stars, we can play In the Night, which is Seele best in slot. It's the one that is obtainable in the banner. Relics Interstellar, it's really great, it deals a lot of damage. And for 4-star options, you can play Only Silence Remains or Return to Darkness. In my case, I don't have any of those, so I only play the Swordplay because it's the only thing that I got leveled up yet. Each time I attack one target, it will be stacking, and for enemies that have a lot of HP like bosses, you will be stacking all of this and you will be doing a lot of damage in late game. You can also play, for example, the River Flows in Spring because it gives you more speed, and speed, it will make Seele a monster. I was also considering going into this one, but since I don't have it leveled yet, I stick to the Swordplay. But yeah, these are the options. You can put almost every 4-star option for the Seele, but it's important to put an option that is the Hunt option. Please don't put other options because she won't get the buffs. Best option for Seele is 4 pieces of Genius of Brilliant Stars is the best option for her. 2 pieces increase quantum damage and 4 pieces makes the attacker ignore 25% of the defense of the enemy. So it's really amazing for Seele. You will delete everyone, but in case you don't have it, you can play 4 pieces Musketeer and 2 pieces Celestial. When I refer to the other 2 pieces, I refer to these ones. In my case, I play Space Sealing Station. It's the second best option, but 2 pieces Celestial is the best option. With 2 pieces Space Sealing Station, we will increase the weird attack damage, and when we reach to 120 or higher speed, we'll increase the attack damage more. So since I have my Seele on a lot of speed, as you can see here, on 132, I got the both buffs. It's important to get both buffs because you will get a lot of damage with this. If not, play 2 pieces Celestial. 2 pieces Celestial are really good too. Also for substats that we want to search on Seele, we want crit rates, we want the speeds, attack percents, and finally, and the worst option are breaks, HPs, and things like that. So yeah, prioritize crit, speed, and attack percent, and you will be really good. Okay, time for the teams for Seele. My main considerations on teams for Seele are teams that focuses a lot on her going fast or debuffing the enemy in order that they go slower. So Asta and Welt are really recommended for this type of teams. We later can play support like Natasha. Natasha can be super good because it heals a lot AoE and can heal single target a lot too. Get rid of the buffs. If you don't have Welt, you can substitute Welt always for our loved Pila. Pila is really good too. If you don't have Pila, for example, you can play another support, like for example March 7th, which is free, or you can even play something like it's more aggressive, like Serval to have more AoE. In my case, I prefer going full single target. Since Seele gets a lot of resets and can use a lot of turns, I highly recommend buffing a lot Seele. You can always put wealth, instead of wealth you can put here Bronya if you have it, or replace Natasha for Bronya to deal a lot more damage and be a bit more aggressive. I will show you now a bit of gameplay to check out how to play Seele's team. But yeah, this is the team. You can play more free-to-play options, you can play more whale options, but the good thing here is to give a lot of speed to Seele, to give fast-as buffs, and wealth debuff to the enemies. So yeah, let's get into the gameplay. So in this example, we have a lot of multi-target enemies, which could be pretty annoying. But for example, we can play Wild Ultimate, and we decrease the enemies faster. And since they are all really low on HP, well, are lower in HP, you can use this, lower them up a bit more, use this, and get ready for this Seele coming in to get all the resets. For example, now it's a good way to ult. You can ult. For example, let's kill this. You can see it's amazing the damage that she does. We can try to kill this one, we kill it, and like that, even though we don't have AoE damage, we did a lot of damage here. We killed 2 of them, and we can kill another one. And with the reset we do some damage and get ready for the next wave. Here comes the next wave, so basically I can do a normal attack here, and now with wealth we can do AoE damage. We can do this to get some shielded off, and now we're gonna buff the speed. And with the buff of speed, we can go now to Seele. Let's ult with Seele now, and we can kill, for example, this guy. We kill it. We get the buff of attack percent, so we're gonna take this down. And just like that. Now, for example, if I wanted, I could just ult with our beloved Natasha, so we are safe from range of the enemies. Let's hit here, let's hit here, and finally this. And we can ult again and start once again. If you want more gameplay and a bit more hard gameplay, like for example the walls and things like that, I can bring it to you. But I just want to bring an example of how you should play the team, so it's easier to understand what you should do and what you should not do. Yeah, this is basically the team. Another thing that I forgot is that Seele can be played as a single target nuke team. For example, you can play Tingyun, Bronya, and Natasha. This is a single target team that focuses a lot on buffing Seele and dealing a lot of damage. I sadly don't have Bronya and Tingyun, so I can't show you gameplay of it, but yeah, just give all the buffs to Seele, get the reset of the ultimate to Seele, and enjoy free kills. So yeah, this marks the end of the video. If you want me to make a lot more content of Honkai Star Rail, I can do it. I really enjoy the game. I'm thinking about bringing you how to beat certain things, like for example the Forgotten Hall or the Simulated Universe. So feel free to ask in the comments. I'm really enjoying the game, so yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, thank you everyone for supporting me. Leave a like, subscribe, it helps me a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.